Hey Heartlanders! So the first episode of season 17 was just awesome! One of the best storylines in this episode had to do with Mallory, who we found out was pregnant in season 16 and now in season 17 is ready to pop and even has her little baby. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. First, in the beginning of the story, Mallory shows up at Heartland Ranch with a horse named Ransom. The horse and Mallory and Jake have been living in Colorado.
Hey, Mallory.
Hi, Amy.
What are you doing here?
Well, need your help with a horse.
Mallory keeps insisting, even against Amy's best judgment, that Ransom should be put in with the wildies at Heartland.
Did you even try to integrate him into the wild herd?
He started chasing cows before I could even get him to the horses.
He's going to be a huge help around the ranch when we get him home.
Home? Did you not hear a word I said earlier? Why is no one taking me seriously?
In another storyline that looks like it will be continued over future episodes, Tim is nervous that he and Jack have competition for Heartland beef from a family of the name of Price. This family seems to be copying Heartland Beef's ads and scooping up bulls that Tim and Jack want to buy. It even looks like they might be moving some of their cattle right onto the border of Heartland when they buy some of Sam's land at Big River.
Quarter of Big River.
What quarter?
The land that borders Heartland?
In a third storyline, Lou is upset that Rick is competing against her for mayor, and she even plans a smear campaign against him.
Not. Be honest. You're upset with me for running against you. You put on a brave face when I told you, but you barely talked to me since.
Rick, I have nothing but respect for your decision to run for mayor. It's your civic right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an election to win.
Though she later relents when Rick explains his reasons for wanting to run for mayor against her.
Being CAO just isn't enough for me anymore. It hasn't been for a long time.
Oh, but when it comes to being mayor, I think Rick would serve the people of this town well.
In another small storyline, Peter finally gets a job in Hudson that is worthy of his talent. Busboy at Maggie's. Just kidding. He is playing interim manager while Lou is on the campaign trail, even donning this ridiculous-looking pink apron. So in the end, Mallory has her little baby. And surprise, it's not a girl, but a little boy she names Solly. Solly Jack. And Jack is so happy about this.
Have you decided on a name?
Yeah, I'd like you all to meet Solly Jack Anderson.
Well, I don't know what to say. I'm truly honored.
Also, Mallory has gotten over her fear of living away from Heartland and for some reason, unfortunately, is happy to return to Colorado now.
There's a really nice family on a neighboring ranch. Maybe one day Solly will be over there all the time, ride their horses, eat all their food.
If they should be so lucky.
But I guess being a phone call or a Zoom call away from her friends at Heartland isn't so bad. In another intensely interesting part of the story, there are a lot of hints dropped about Amy's love life. From her statements that she is fulfilled and doesn't need a man in her life.
My life is full enough as it is. I have a great job, a great kid. I am not looking for anyone.
To the middle of the episode where Mallory teases Amy about Sam.
Who's that?
Sam, he's our neighbor.
Is he single?
Mallory, don't start, okay? We're just friends.
To the end of the episode where Amy states she might want a romantic relationship in her life. Lou even delivers this very cringy statement.
But seeing Jake be there for Mallory when she needed it most just made me think it would be nice to have someone in my corner. The cherry on top?
With a cherry on top? Really, Lou? And then she continues the cringiness with this statement.
Does that mean you're ready to date again?
Don't say that. That just sounds awkward.
Well, it was really wonderful to see Mallory and Jake and their new little baby boy, Solly.
Healthy baby boy.
But we're still rooting for them to move back to Hudson. Maybe Mrs. Bell could be Solly's babysitter. How cool would that be? Anyways, we hope you're looking forward to episode 2 next week. Bye for now.